where the flowers bloom and the sunshine glows. There's Mamo Gardens where the beauty grows. Every leaf tells a story, every seed takes flight. In the garden's heart, everything feels right. Es Mamo, sing it to the sky. Whisper to the petals as the clouds drift by. Es Mamo, let the green roots run, dancing with the daisies in the morning sun.
Hello everyone, welcome to Esmamo Gardens. Today let's talk about this beautiful succulent called Crassula ovata, commonly known as jade plant, lucky plant, money plant or money tree. This is a succulent plant native to southern Africa. It's a common house plant worldwide. Much of its popularity stems from the low levels of care needed. The jade plant requires little water and can survive in most indoor conditions. It is sometimes referred to as the money tree. However, Pachira aquatica also has this nickname. The jade plant is an evergreen with thick branches. It has thick, shiny, smooth leaves that grow in opposing pairs along the branches. Leaves are a rich jade green. Although some may appear to be more of a yellow-green, some varieties may develop a red tinge on the edges of the leaves when exposed to high levels of sunlight. New stems growth is the same color and texture as the leaves, becoming woody and brown with age. It grows as an upright, rounded, thick-stemmed, strongly branched shrub and reaches heights of up to 2.5 meters, that is 8.2 feet. Here I have the Portulacaria afra. It's commonly known as the dwarf jade or elephant bush, but it's not the same plant as the traditional jade plant. Unlike the jade plant, speckboom is edible and has a sour lemony taste used in salads and soups. Both are drought tolerant, low maintenance, and thrive in sunny spots. While both are South African succulents with similar looks, they belong to different families. Speckboom has smaller, rounder leaves and reddish stems, while the traditional jade has larger, waxy, oval leaves. In summary, there are different species often confused to the similar succulent appearance, but they serve different purposes. The jade plant is more ornamental, whereas the speckboom is more ecological, edible plant. And this is how the stem becomes woody and brown with age. It starts off as green, but as it ages, it changes color to more woody and brown. This particular plant is actually a propagation from the village garden. I took cutting from the village garden. It took some time to eventually root, but it did take. Just want to check underneath if it has roots submerging out of the bottom of the pot. No roots yet, but it took eventually. This small jade plant has become top heavy. I'm gonna have to repot this plant. Both these plants are propagation from the village garden. Let me take you back from the jade plant propagation. This is the exact same small stem that I took from the village garden, and this is the plant now today. The jade plant stores water in their thick, fleshy leaves and stems, allowing them to withstand periods of drought. This succulent nature means they thrive when the soil dries out completely between waterings. When and how to water this plant is very important. How to water: use the taco test. If the leaves feel soft or gentle bent like a taco, they need water. If they are plump and firm, they have plenty of water. This is a dehydrated plant, and next to it is plump and firm. You can see the difference between these two leaves. This is flat, where the other one is nice and plump. This plant needs watering urgently. How to tell? To test if your soil is dry, just feel with your finger. If the top inches of your soil is completely dry, it's time to water your plant. When watering your plant, soak the soil thoroughly until water drains from the bottom of the pot. Then wait until it dries completely before watering it again, as overwatering can lead to root rot. Soft yellowing leaves usually indicates overwatering, while wrinkled thin leaves suggest the plant is thirsty. This one here is thirsty. Both these plants are cuttings that have developed a beautiful rooting system. So what I want to do is repot them into one pot and make one plant. I'm just thinking if I should put them in this pot or find a bigger pot. Let me find something else. This is 15 centimeter pot. It's gonna be perfect for these beautiful growing plants. That offshoot stem, I don't want to cover it up. I am using a potting mix mixed with compost. I just don't want to break these tiny stems of shoots coming from this plant. It looks perfect. The plant is now stable and holding firm. Propagating a jade plant is best achieved using stems or leaf cuttings. Allow your cuttings to callus for 3 to 5 days before planting it in a well-draining soil. Place the cutting in bright indirect light. Avoid water for the first week to prevent rot. Roots generally develop in 2 or 4 weeks, with new growth appearing after. These 2 leaves here have developed roots. What I'm going to do is plant them with the new plant. There we go, and a new plant will come out from these leaves. So this leaf here that I have placed in this pot, I'm going to leave it to callus. Once it has calloused, I will submerge it just slightly under the soil. This jade plant is still in the same pot that I did the propagation months back. I'll leave it in here for a little bit longer. It's time to water them in, settle the soil, and make them comfortable in their new home. And one of them is desperate for water. A light is very important. Place them somewhere where they get bright indirect light or direct sunlight, because they can survive direct sun. Allow the soil to dry between watering and use a well-draining soil mix. And make sure your pot has potting holes to allow the water to drain out. Prune the branches to encourage bushier growth and thicker stems. The plant responds well to pruning. Some white spots on the leaves are common, often caused by the plant expelling excess minerals. This plant is toxic to cats and dogs. Use a balanced fertilizer in spring and summer. Avoid winter feeding. And please note that propagation should be done between spring and summer. No water coming out at the bottom as yet. So it means this plant was extra thirsty. We need to have this plant completely saturated. Make sure it drinks enough. So this is important because you can see that it's slowly taking in the necessary water that it needs, and eventually the rest will come out at the bottom of the pot. Now what I'm gonna do, just get rid of the excess water. We don't want it sitting in this water for a very long time. The bottom, it's still that village sandy soil that we used. It just looks like it's not moving, like the water is just standing here. Maybe if I can create air pockets, the water will move. This is the sandy soil that we used from the village garden. So I just gonna create air pockets for the water to go down more quickly. Finally, there we go. I just want to top it up with this potting mix that I have here. Why is the jade plant considered lucky? Well, it's believed to bring wealth and prosperity. Its vibrant green jade-like leaves represent renewal, growth, and prosperity. And it's also known as a friendship tree, frequently given as a gift to strengthen bonds and wish someone good fortune. Feng Shui element is considered the most auspicious plant for enhancing qi, positive energy, and promoting prosperity. Now you have many reasons to get yourself a jade plant, low maintenance, and it's also a lucky plant. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you soon.